Alright, we're back with our finance at phrase 2 tutorials. Uh, this episode we're probably gonna work on the cameras, and yeah, that's probably about it because cameras are kind of annoying to work on. But we got our lights and our mask, and now we just need cameras. So we're gonna make camera button sprite, which is gonna call it camera button, and we're just gonna copy and paste the sprite from the mask button, put it in, and just move it on the other side. Now for the code, we're gonna add the go to 0 0 and hide show, and then we're gonna say when I receive start game. What we're actually gonna do is we're gonna copy and paste everything from the mask code button, and we're just going to put it in this. Instead of the mask up and mask down broadcast, we're going to do monitor up and monitor down. And instead of the mask variables, we're going to make a new variable called monitor. Put that in, and so we have that, and now we need to actually make the actual monitor sprite. So I'm going to import a pre-made sprite I made. It's literally just screen going up. It's not the best looking screen, I know, but it'll do. So for this, we're going to do, obviously we're going to put to go to 0 0, and we're going to do when I receive monitor up, show, switch to costume 1, and repeat 6 times. Next costume, hide, and then set monitor variable to up. I'm going to broadcast new message, call it screen show, and copy and paste that. I'm going to do when I receive monitor down, we're going to set monitor, put the variable up here, set monitor to down, broadcast screen hide, show, switch to costume 8, or how many costume you have or whatever, and add this costume number thing, add this. And what we need to do is switch to costume number -1, and then hide. So let's test that out. Alright, seems to be working. Except it's... Oh, I accidentally did -1. You can see just 1. Right there. Seems to be working. It's recognizing that the monitor is up or down. So there. Got our little monitor. And that's all great and fine, but we need the actual cameras. So what we need is the map. We need the map for the cameras. So what we need to do is just make a little white outline, that. You can even put like a little red dot thing on the top here. Something like that. And then like duplicate the costume, just delete it. So it just keeps going. And then put this in it. Then do when I receive screen show, and then when I receive screen hide, and then do when I receive start game, forever, wait like 0.5 seconds, and then next costume. So let's just test this all out here. Alright, we flip up the camera, there's our little inside thing, we flip it down, seamlessly shows and hides. That's great. Now we need to make the actual camera sprite. So we're just going to call this cameras. I have a bunch of pre-made things here. So the stage, we're just going to copy that. Just name this camera stage. Make tables one. Just going to import all these here. So let me just fast forward real quick. Alright, so we got all that. You kind of might be wondering what you're looking at here, why the art's so bad. To be quite honest, I don't know. I'm not very good at making environments or whatever, but whatever, I'll do. Alright, so we got that. Now we need to put the actual code in it. So obviously do the go to 0, hide. When I receive screen show, and when I receive screen hide. So we should go back one layer. Oh, our mask button is still showing up in the cameras. We want to fix that. Make the mask button just go backward. Oh shoot. Make the mask button just so when I receive monitor up, this is in the mask button, by the way. Do hide and do stop other scripts and sprite, and then when I receive monitor down, we need to copy and paste all this again. So now we don't see the mask button. And when we close the cameras again, you can see it. We'll do the same thing for the camera button too, because we don't want to use the cameras while we're in the mask. So when I receive mask down, hide, and stop other scripts in sprite, and then when I receive, no, that's down. Yeah. So when I receive, when I receive mask down, then when I receive mask up, copy and paste all this. So now we can see the camera button again. So yeah, it works really well. All right, back to the cameras. We get sidetracked. All right, so we got this. We can see the cameras in there. Now we need the little map thing to show where you are. So we can do that in this. So we'll just make a little outline. Just, stage here. Tables. It's just all right. Yeah, that looks good. And just copy this into the other sprite. All right, that looks good. Now we need the actual buttons that you press to show the camera. So we're just gonna make a small little button here. Just put it to where it needs to be here. Duplicate it, and then actually we're not gonna do that just yet. So we got the cam 1 button. For this, we're just gonna do just gonna copy all this and put it in the camera buttons. Copy all the code from the camera sprite and put it in the camera buttons. If you can't copy and paste on stock sprite, maybe I'll make a tutorial how to set up like Scratch add-ons, so you can just easily copy and paste stuff and use the pause button, because it's just a lot easier. It just makes life so much nicer. So then what we're gonna do is when this sprite is clicked, we're gonna broadcast a new message. It's called cam1. Then what we're gonna add also is when I receive screen show forever If camera number we're gonna make a new variable. I'll call it camera number. If camera number equals 1, we're gonna add if else, and there. We're gonna add if else there, and we're gonna come back to this later. So if we test this out, actually we can't test it out because I didn't even put the code in here. So we're just gonna keep making the buttons. Okay. Don't listen to anything I just said. So we're gonna duplicate this, the camera button. I'm gonna call it. It's gonna be camera 2. Put 2 on it and move it to where it needs to be here. And just keep doing this. Make sure you keep resetting its position. This is cam 3 here. Keep making it like this. Cam 4. Cam 4 is there. And then cam 5. Make these a little bit smaller. Cam 6. Then cam 7. And then cam 8. 8 cameras. Oh. Alright, there. Now for these, you just want to keep making it broadcast. The cam number is supposed to be cam 2, broadcast cam 2, cam 3, broadcast cam 3, channel 4, broadcast cam 4, and so on. You guys, I don't have to keep saying this. I'm pretty sure you guys can figure this out by now. Alright, so it's also I'm switch the variable number to whatever cam it is. So cam 2, cam 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we need to go back to camera sprite and then just add all the different ones. Alright, cam 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, I'm going to switch to cam 1, broadcast stage, switches to cam 2, broadcast tables, broadcast cam 3, go to prize corner, 4 equals the hall, 5 equals party room 1, 7 equals vent 1, 6 equals party room 2, and 8 equals 2. So if we should test this out, I forgot to add some cameras here. 5. Where's cam 5? Forgot to add camera 5. Okay. Cam 5. Party room 1. And make sure to. I forgot to flip the vents so it looks different. Right. It's all the cameras. Right, that looks good. We also want to add something like static that shows that it switches cameras to just make a sprite called blip, and then just make some like white bars show at different times. Alright, then do when I receive new message called blip, switch to costume 1, repeat like 3 times, next costume, show and hide. And also we obviously want to add the go to 0, 0. Then go into these, and then do when the sprite's clicked, broadcast blip to everything. The blipper dipper, if you get my drift. Alright, yeah, it looks good. We also want to add it to make it switch the camera number to whatever camera it's on, like the variable. So I just do all this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So on camera 5, 7, 6. Why are those things so pixelated? I don't know. Alright, that's good. Last thing we need to do for the buttons is just make a different sprite and make it green. Just do this for the rest of them. Just make the insides green as a different costume because we want to know what camera we're on. I mean, this is really just optional. It just makes it look cooler. So in this, we just want to go to costume 2 and costume 1. If it's on camera 8, switch to costume 2, else switch to costume 1. And just do that for all of them. Alright, there we go. That looks really good. Now, I'm gonna add that, flashlight thing in from Five Nights at Freddy's 2. You look on the cameras and it's dark and you have a flashlight, look at it better. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna duplicate the camera sprite. We're gonna call it camera darkness. Just make a black screen here. and then just set the opacity a little bit lower, maybe a little bit higher. So you can't really see that much of anything, but now what we need to do is gonna import another sprite here, just a flashlight. Just scale it up a little bit. Scale it up until you have a nice kind of flashlight look here. Just make it look a bit cooler. Alright, that looks pretty good. Then what we want to do is make it so do when I see screen show do forever if the F key is pressed and monitor equals switch to flashlight, else switch to the dark one. Do when I see screen show, switch to costume, dark. Then when I see screen show forever, and when I receive screen hide, do stop with description sprite. Why is it showing? Yeah. Oh, I had to put show there. Alright, this looks really good. Check the cameras, see where they are. Alright, that's pretty good, my guy. Yep, that's pretty good. That's really about does it for the cameras. It wasn't too confusing, but yep, that's it. Oh, we actually need to add the cat static. Let me just pull that up real quick. Let me just import a sprite here. Static. Add the go to 00 script thing, and then do when I receive screen show, and then forever go to next costume, and then just put wait nothing seconds, then do when I receive screen hide. Oh, we also need to set the ghost effect down. So ghost effect 70. Then we need to go back a few layers. Just go backward. The amount needs to go. Alright, let's test this all out here. This looks really good. If you don't like how dark it is, you can always just change the opacity down a little bit on this, but I actually quite like it. So yeah, that's pretty good. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like if you liked it. Subscribe, comment. Follow me on Scratch. I don't know. Do whatever you want. I don't really care. Goodbye.